Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that verily we have sent it down on a blessed night, and Allah azza wa jalla says, Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Indeed, we have revealed it on the night of Al-Qadr. So what makes it so special? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala points it out right away in both verses, that what makes this night so special is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the book on that night. And subhanAllah, as you think about all of the meanings of qadr, all of the meanings of this word, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has the greatest qadr, sent the angel with the greatest qadr to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the greatest qadr, with the book with the greatest qadr, in the month with the greatest qadr, and it will have the greatest qadr in terms of reward on the Day of Judgment. So let me break that down a bit, inshallah ta'ala. Allah azza wa jal, وَمَا قَدَرُ اللَّهَ حَقَّ قَدْرِ, that they did not give Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala his due right. Allah azza wa jal has the greatest esteem of anyone, anything. Nothing can be compared to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah azza wa jal sent with the angel with the greatest qadr, and that is Jibreel alayhi salam, the angel with the highest position, the highest esteem, to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has the greatest qadr of the prophets, the greatest honor and esteem of the prophets. And he sent the book, the Quran, with the greatest qadr. All of the revelations from Allah azza wa jal are blessed, but this is the one with the greatest qadr. In the month with the greatest qadr, which is Ramadan, right? This month to the rest of the months of the year is, as Ibn al-Jawzi rahimahullah said, Yusuf alayhi salam to the rest of his brothers. 1 out of 12, and it forgives through that one all of the 11 as a result. Subhanallah. So it was in the month with the greatest qadr, and it will have the greatest qadr in terms of reward on the Day of Judgment. You know, there is nothing that you will find in the deen that translates to a greater reward with such a short amount of time, with such a small effort, like the worship of Laylatul Qadr. And so it is truly Laylatul Qadr in every way. Now, let's point out that Allah Azza wa Jal honored Ramadan, and He honored Laylatul Qadr for the same reason. And it's important to say here that Ramadan is honored because of the Quran. The Quran is not honored because of Ramadan. And there's a difference between the two things, because for many of us, we only pick up the Quran in Ramadan. And that is a faulty way to view the Quran. The month of Ramadan is special because Shahru Ramadan alladhi unzila fihi al-Quran. It is the month in which the Quran was revealed. Likewise, the night is special because it's the night in which the Quran was revealed. It's important to also point out that the Prophet ﷺ said in an authentic hadith that all of the revelations came in this month of Ramadan, coincided with this month of Ramadan. So the Suhuf of Ibrahim alayhi salam, the scrolls of Abraham, were sent on the first night of Ramadan. The Torah was revealed on the 6th of Ramadan. The Injil was revealed on the 13th of Ramadan. The Zabur was revealed on the 18th of Ramadan, the Psalms of David. And then the Quran was revealed on the 24th of Ramadan. Now, if you pay attention to this narration, you'll notice that the Quran, while just like the other scriptures, was revealed in the month of Ramadan, it's the only one of the scriptures that is mentioned as being revealed in the last 10 nights of Ramadan. So, what does this mean for us? What does the descent of the Quran mean? The scholars say that it has one of two meanings, or both. When Allah Azza wa Jal says that Inna anzalnahu, that we descended it, we revealed it on Laylatul Qadr. The first opinion is that Allah Azza wa Jal revealed it to Bayt al-Izzah, which is the house of glory, in written form from Al-Lawh al-Mahfuz, which is the preserved tablet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on that night. So Allah Azza wa Jal transferred it to what is Bayt al-Izzah, a home of glory, to house the Quran from what was the decreed tablet, or Al-Lawh al-Mahfuz, the preserved tablet, and that is the opinion of many scholars. The second opinion is that it is ibtida' nuzulihi Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that it is the beginning of the revelation to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, meaning that it is the night that Jibreel alayhi salam came to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam with Iqra. And some of the ulama say that this is referring to that exact moment, and they use as evidence the fact that Al-Qadr is 5 verses, right? Surah Al-Qadr is 5 verses. And it was revealed, or it is the surah after Al-Alaq, in which the first 5 verses were revealed to the Prophet ﷺ. So let me make that clear, inshallah. Let me be a little bit slower with that. Surah Al-Alaq was not revealed in its entirety to the Prophet ﷺ in Hira in the very beginning. It was the first 5 verses of Surah Al-Alaq. Surah Al-Qadr is 5 verses, and it's placed immediately after Surah Al-Alaq. And so if you see the tartib, if you see the placement of the surahs in the Quran as having a divine scheme, then clearly there's an indication that this is referring to what happened on that night.